Hey, you'll listen to another show on the 4-Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. How they say?
Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this 4-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
Okay, we're on. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Appropriately Inappropriate. I'm Nancy. Across from me is...
Yo, I'm Kevin. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
And I'm Ameer.
Ameer's our guest this week. Ameer Hakim?
Yes, sir.
Hakim Olajuwon. Ameer Hakim Olajuwon is in the building. He was my favorite center back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite player of all time?
No.
Oh, sorry. Khalid Reeves? Khalid Reeves? Is that a player? Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, no.
Hey, guys. Thank you for listening. Everybody that has listened to the show before, you know what we're all about. Anybody that's new, what we do around here is we bring in a comedy friend of ours who does stand up as a comedian, a funny person that we love, and come in, we talk about comedy, we talk about them, we tell funny stories. We want to make you laugh. That's the point of the whole entire show. So, with that said,
Keyword.
Follow me on Twitter at Kevin_Elliott. I'm still trying to get at Kevin Elliott from this old guy that never goes on Twitter.
Have you contacted him?
Yeah, I have. He doesn't respond.
Because he's not on Twitter.
He could be dead. I don't know. He literally might be,
dead.
but
I wonder if
can't
he
get
would
him.
will you his Twitter name.
Petition a Twitter thing.
I don't
Just be like, hey, the guy's dead. Fuck him.
I
Let's
don't
give
know
it to me.
He lives in Canada.
We're going to Canada. Road trip.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
I've sent him letters. He has his address on there. Like, literally, he doesn't
You
respond.
have to write it in Canadian.
So, at Kevin_Elliott is
You
what I
mean
still
English?
have to continue to say. And all I really have to promote is I'll be at the House of Comedy on Tuesday, September 30th. Show starts at 7:30. 2 free tickets go to whoever tweets me the funniest joke between now and next Sunday. And you'll get 2 free tickets. So tweet me a funny joke at Kevin_Elliott. If I think it's hilarious, 2 free tickets to that show. We'll have a good old time. And Nancy, nobody follows you. So Ameer, where can people follow you, my man?
I have a Facebook, Ameer Thamer. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's Air Sandman. I know, I got to get a better Twitter name.
Air Sandman.
Yeah, I know, it's a long time ago. I was young and stupid when it first came out. But those two, if you guys want to catch me at a show, Monday through Thursday, Ice House on Mondays, Tuesdays, Copper Blues, Wednesdays, Stand Up Scottsdale, and Thursdays, Chop and Walk.
Yeah, buddy. Ameer is new to comedy. How new?
Fresh off the boat, kind of new, like
No.
2 months in.
2 months, 3 months, right?
No, two.
Is it really? It's only 2?
2 months and 2 weeks.
Oh shit! All right,
Who's
he's got it
counting?
down. Got it down to a mathematical science. And I'm the Jew. I don't know how to do math. Now I saw you. It was the second time you'd ever gone up, right?
Technically, the first time.
It was
technically because the first time I went to the Ice House, nobody was there, and I asked this comic named Roman if I could go up. He's like, sure, and I was like, well, there's nobody here. I told like one joke, and I was like, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna get a response. So I was like, thanks anyway. Never mind. So he told me a bunch of locations, and then I went to Copper Blues the next night because it was like fresh in my head, all the stuff that I wanted to say, and then. That's when I met you.
No, we did not meet at Copper Blues.
Yes,
did
you
we?
Yes, we did. Because you were with Rob Maybe.
How weird. Because
Yeah.
I've only been to that show like once or twice.
Yep.
And that was that night, the
Yep.
first time? Oh, wow. Look at us connecting in ways I didn't remember. And Ameer, from that, I guess the first time now, I thought it was the second, but from the first time, and I've told you a million times since then, has this confidence on stage that you can't teach anybody. Like, from that early on to go up there and just own your shit and your jokes and be so confident behind it, man, it's like, it's incredible. So props to you.
Appreciate it.
First of all, for doing it. Let's get down to business. One, how old are you?
25.
Okay, 25 years old, first time doing stand-up. How long have you wanted to do stand-up?
Before I first did it, I was actually pondering to do it for like almost 2 years.
2 years. What got you into that thought process?
The story was there's this girl that's a friend of my fiance. She did stand up at a ASU open mic, and I was like, she's not even that funny, and she got laughs. I could do this, and I did it.
So, did you prepare? I mean,
A little bit. Like, I had a few jokes that I wanted to tell. Other than that, like, majority of the jokes that I did that night that actually got laughs were last minute jokes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go up, you go to the Ice House, you do that thing. Did you watch the whole show?
No, I got there late. When I remember, it was like it said the time frame on the thing, and then they started like an hour earlier. I was like, "Fuck."
A very professional thing to do.
Yeah, and I was like, "Fantastic! Now I get to tell no jokes and probably not go up." Yeah, that was a fun night.
But you anticipated going up.
No,
Oh, not at
I
all.
anticipated nothing. I anticipated that I would go in there and then I would not have the balls to go up at all, or even ask him if I can go up. So I was like, "Eh."
Was that the first club within that 2-year time frame? Was that the first time you had gone to a club to kind of watch what goes on, see how shows are run?
Yeah, well, the first time I ever went to that spot, I had my roommate at the time. His coworker was a stand-up comedian within the Arizona circuit, Robert Feda. I don't know. You probably don't know him. He invited us to go to his show at the Ice House, and he was funny. A lot of the other comics that showed up were funny, and I was like, "Wow, I could see myself doing this." And never had the balls to go up there within that 2 year span. And then when that girl went up there and she did a set, and which I found, unfortunately, none of that stuff was funny to me, which still got laughs at ASU. I was like, wow, these guys are easy to make. Yeah.
Maybe they were just being supportive.
No. No. There was like at least 40 to 50 people. Not everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to support this girl, so I'm going to fake laugh for her. No, I doubt it. So I decided to do it myself.
All right. So, 2 years, you're into stand-up. When do you actually start putting pen to paper? Ideas to pen to paper?
2 nights before I went up.
No shit.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not one of those type of people that just sits there and thinks about what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like maybe sometimes, and I know that whenever I write a joke out, it'll turn out horrible.
Okay, so let me go through. That's first of all, it's bullshit. But
For me, I swear to
Technique is
God,
flawless.
like last night,
Flawless technique.
like last night when you gave me the candle thing, the last minute I came up with that, and it got
yeah,
laughs.
for anybody that doesn't know, what I've been doing lately at these mics is doing like a weird challenge where I ask for a random topic from people, and whoever gives me one, I just take it and have to work it into my act within the minutes that I have up there. And so last night we were at a mic and we're sitting around the table, and I was like, what should I do? They gave me a topic, which I didn't even really do well in my act. I started to, and then I just bailed on it immediately.
It was the topic I gave him.
Yeah,
What
Amir
topic
gave me
did you
it
give him?
was shitty artwork. And so I played on it with my son bits that I work on.
Because he's a terrible artist.
Yeah, and what I had done was like picked up my son from kindergarten, and he's like, "Dad, look at what I drew today. Guess what it is?" I'm like, now I have to guess what this horrible art piece is. I'm like, I don't know, a giraffe, guessing because he loves the zoo. And he's like, no, it's my name, asshole. But then I didn't go on after that. Like, I should have gone, oh, we could sell that for like $1 million because art is fucking weird.
It's abstract.
Yeah.
That's why your son's the shit. Kevin's son's the shit. He makes art out of bar napkins, and
Yeah.
Kevin sells it as
Yeah,
abstract.
dude, no, my son's dope. He is.
Love
He's
that
fucking, he's
kid.
fucking awesome. So then we were sitting at the same table, and I'm like, all right, Amir, yours is candles.
I know, fucking candles. Like, what am I going to do with that? How do I incorporate that to an era-based joke? Oh, yeah, I'm going to bomb myself, and then the bombing is, like, artistic. No, it's not terrorism. It's artistic design. Thank you.
Interpretive terrorism. So you light your fuse with that sacred candle.
What is that, some sort of bowling ball candle?
Jew lit for you.
with their fucking menorah.
Hey, bro.
That works out perfect.
12 days of bombing.
Crazy nights.
It's 8, bro.
What, 8 days of crazy nights ends to one crazy night.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he
Full
did
circle.
it.
You
So
said
he
it.
hit it at the end of his set. He did hit candles, so he got the challenge. He did good. So after that first night at Stand Up Scottsdale at the mic, you go up your first time. How do you feel before and after your set?
After when I went up as stand-up,
Yeah.
the first time I went up there, I was really confident. The room was like they were welcoming, but when I came up to stand-up, dude, everybody, it's just that room is tough. What you'll tell a joke and you'll just get complete silence. Like you could do it at 7 different locations. Every 7 locations they'll have a laugh. Stand up will just like look at you and say, "Get the fuck off." They're tough. They're tough.
Really?
If you make them laugh there, that means you.
That side room is really difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because that's usually the free room. And
That's why it's tough.
in a sense, what do you expect for nothing?
Exactly. It's like people just show up
Nancy,
to drink.
you understand comedy. A lot of these people, the majority, don't. So when they come in for free, they still their expectation is, I'm in a comedy club. These guys are bringing their A material. That just so happens when they come into that show, nobody's giving them A material. This is where we work.
Where you go to practice?
Yeah.
These people that have the office jobs, and I think I've said this before on the show, they have their office jobs and they work all day to get better at what they do. Get the job done and get better at what they do, right? Well, the only
Right.
way we can get better at what we do is by hitting these mics that are free for people to come to because we want them to come and listen to our bullshit so that we can work it out. And then when it's a paid gig, we give them the A material so they laugh.
Yeah, it's,
That makes sense.
like even if you pay to get in there, you're obligated to laugh because you paid. So they're like, I have to laugh. I paid $15 to see this fucker.
No,
Got
that's
yourself
not
a
true.
point.
Because they paid to laugh, it's the comic's
Well,
responsibility.
yeah, no, it is our
to
responsibility.
say something funny to make them laugh consistently.
But then if you did pay, you feel an obligation to yourself to fulfill a good time you paid for.
That's true.
So you're more inclined to laugh because you're like, you know what? I paid to be here. I'm going to make the best of it.
I always relate
I mean, that's
it-
not how I think, but maybe.
I do always relate a stand-up show to a movie because you pay to see something for like an hour 45, 2 hours, and be entertained, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go to pay to see a comedy, you expect to laugh a lot. A movie. If you go to a comedy club, you expect to laugh the whole fucking time because it's our job to make you laugh. Granted, the bigger the audience, the harder it is to bomb because laughter is contagious. So if you get 100 in a room of 300 people, if you get 100 to laugh, there's going to be about 75 to 100 more that'll laugh just because. And it builds the room full of laughs. So then the other 100, 125 get on board with it. It's very hard to do. If you bomb in a big room, you're pretty shitty.
What's the biggest crowd you've ever been in front of, Kevin?
3,000.
Wow. How'd you do?
You can't fail at that
Because
point.
you were already there in front of 3,000
you
people.
make
You made
100
it.
people laugh.
You
Yeah,
get 300 out of the
And what about
3,000.
you? What's your biggest crowd so far?
50.
Hey, that's...
but you're brand new. 2 months, man.
Well,
so let's get into this. Go on.
No, well, it was an ASU show, so I mean, of course, a lot of these kids are freshmen. They don't know what the hell is good on campus, or they can't drink yet. So, or they can drink to go because they'll find somebody that will get them booze at this
Do
show.
you drink? I don't know if I've ever seen you drink.
Not really.
No?
No, not much.
What's the drunkest night you've ever had? Never?
Never.
All right, this is boring.
25 years old.
I'm sorry. I'm not a drinker. I'm a smoker.
What did you do for your 21st birthday?
Ah, shit, I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but for the right reasons.
I don't know. We did something. We went out, I think, for food. We celebrated that.
You're 21, dude. Let's go get
Dude,
food.
I was lame, man. Like,
Sorry.
like it was like you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't
What
party
do
that
you
much. What do you do for your 21st birthday?
Yeah.
You eat.
No,
I'm fat. I love food, so I
I'm
mean,
with you,
fuck
bro.
it.
You're not fat. You're all right, man. You told... All right, so a couple weeks ago, Josh was on the show, Bingenheimer. Great guest, love the dude. Going to see him in an hour or two.
Hey, Josh.
But we talked about a guy that Josh and I were talking with outside, about him saying, if I don't start getting gigs where I get paid within a year, then I'm going to bow out of comedy. And Ameer's the guy.
Well, it wasn't like I'm not gonna do comedy. I set a goal for myself. I said I want, like, even if it was like a $10 gig, like at least I fulfilled my goal. I don't know, if I don't have goals to go for, I'm just like pissing around in the bucket.
I'm behind you 100%.
You know what I
with that.
mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather piss in a puddle instead of a bucket or a little mini river.
Yeah. Sometimes I piss in my shower. Not even when I'm showering. It's like a urinal. So I pee in it, and then I turn the water on to flush it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's a way to save
Well,
money
the
on your
toilet broke.
contracting.
The toilet broke in that bathroom, so...
You
it's
broke
like
another
I gotta
toilet,
go
huh?
No, well...
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
I break toilets
know
all
this guy.
day. Stand up Scottsdale side room toilet. Fuck
Murdered
that one up.
it.
What toilet?
Clog that bitch.
The one
in
that's
the side room.
broken.
I know.
Yeah.
No, there's no toilet.
I clogged that one before the night even started. Got there nice and early. Oh, man, Jim, I'm sorry, man.
He's not gonna
Actually,
listen
he
to
didn't
this.
clean it. Steven. Sorry, bro. Okay, so but the conversation that we had, and I want to bring it up with you to talk about it a little bit now, you had said that night, if it's a year, then I'm going to stop doing stand-up because I didn't reach that goal that I'm going for. And Josh and I's reaction was, then you need to bow out now because within a year...
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
laugh.
no, it's true. It's true.
Within
yeah.
a year, more than likely, you're not going to get paid gigs yet.
We'll see.
Right. But that's, again, everybody, that's the confidence I'm talking about. This kid is full of confidence. It's not cocky. It's not conceited. He believes in what he's doing.
You
And
have to. I
2.5 months in, Ameer, you're so far beyond anybody else's 2.5 months in. It's incredible.
Well, you have to. I feel that if you're not going up there to actually try your A material or try anything that you think is going to be funny, don't try it at all. I mean, what's the point? You're going to go up there. You're gonna have a negative aspect on the joke. You're going to be like, oh, this is not going to work, and you say it, and it's not going to work because you didn't have that confidence in that joke itself. I know. I just brought the room down. I'm sorry.
No,
you didn't.
You're right.
But what you did do is just, I have to keep going back to what you said earlier. Okay, so first of all, if you don't succeed to the level you want to in a year, I think you should keep going because I think you're
Yes.
funny. And I love that you're confident, and I love that you are really trying this, dream, and you're really trying to make it happen, and I think that's great. But I have to go back to the poor girl you slammed in the very beginning of the show because you had some bad things to say about her. And I think the comedy community
Nancy does, 'cause she's only
really
seen you
needs to
once or twice.
support each other.
Oh, Tori.
Right,
oh,
right,
yeah.
Okay, so,
I was like, what the fuck are you talking
welcome,
about?
Tori and Tori. Because this girl's out there
What
trying to make it happen.
happened? I don't remember.
My heart bleeds for the women in comedy because
She's
they're
funny.
so few and far between.
She's funny.
And you're like, oh, this girl's funny. But, she just went up there
This
and
comic,
bombed.
no.
And you're like, if she can do it, then I can do it. So I love your enthusiasm.
So it's not like I'm bad mouthing her or I'm saying she's not funny. It's just like she's awkward about the funny. You know what I mean?
Well, I
don't
don't
know
want
who
to make
Tori
it.
is.
The
It's just a comic
girl.
friend.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
girl.
she was there one night.
Yeah, she does ASU. She's an ASU student
telling
and
his
stuff.
story about how he started comedy. He was like, there was this girl who was so terrible that if she can do it, I can do it.
All right, I'm back on board.
And I just feel like everybody wants to support you. And I was there when you did your second show, and I was so excited because before I even saw you, people were like, here's this guy, he's new. And I was like, great, I'm in his corner. I'm so excited. There's a new person, and I want to support him.
Yay! I got a white girl on my side.
Yeah,
That's always
so-
a good thing. It's like a lucky rabbit's foot.
So I was just like thinking in the back of my mind, if there's this girl who inspired you to do comedy, I hope that she has your same goal.
Yeah.
I hope she's like, even though I'm terrible, I hope that in a year, I'm not going to quit and I'm going to keep doing what I love. And I have a feeling that's where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Because whether you get paid or not, obviously you're doing what you love, and
Do you love it?
Yeah, dude, it's addicting. You just going up there
Yeah,
every
but do
single.
you love it?
Yeah. Why would it? I don't do something I don't love.
Really?
Yeah.
You did me yesterday.
I didn't know.
You don't love me. No, I'm just fucking around. I did him. We did each other. Listen, what I really want to get at is your personal growth from when you first did it to now, 2.5 months. Have you felt the change? And if you have, how much change have you felt? Where and why?
I have felt some change within specific areas. When I think about a joke, before I'm like, yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. Everybody's gonna laugh at this joke. Now it's like, no, this joke actually kind of sucks. Let's not go ahead and do it that way. Let's change it up a little bit. And some of the jokes that originally had people laughing, they have evolved to a point where it's more of a complex story, you know. And I feel that's where we're going with this.
That's exactly where you do go with it.
Are things getting easier and easier for you when you go up? Are you getting less nervous?
It's the same. It's the same since day one. It's been the same.
God, I love your confidence. I'm like jump inside your body and do things with your confidence. Like,
Stay
this is
away from me.
incredible. I don't want your body leads to trouble.
My body is a
The
wonderland.
last time I jumped inside his body, I took like 6 naps in 2 days. It was
wonderful. Oh my
so
God.
unproductive.
Yeah, it was great.
Those are great days, though.
Dude, I live the best life in the world.
I love
yeah.
Kevin's life.
Oh, I love
great.
naps.
Jealous.
So, but you get that when you start to do it more and you're up on stage more, telling the jokes in front of a crowd, and especially out here in Phoenix, we have tough crowds.
Yeah, they're really tough.
Yeah.
They're like cowboys and shit.
It's
coming on their horses and they're like, "Giddy up, bitch!"
yeah.
Give me laugh.
Well, for instance, like last night was a very young crowd.
Yeah.
So the younger comics,
Crowd.
any young material you have, drinking, sex, that kind of stuff worked on them. Anything that was a little bit older, where I talk about my son a lot in my act because it's what I know now and that's life experience, it doesn't go over well. So I have to frame it differently for them.
It's the demographic, I guess.
Yeah, but it's never the same. It
Yeah,
is
it's
never the same, which is why here it benefits you to get to a show early and see who's coming in so that you know what kind of crowd you're playing for, to adjust the material, which is always why you need to have double the material of the time that you have, which is a lesson to learn.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're given 5 minutes, always have 10 minutes of material.
I want to ask you both something quickly. I don't smoke pot, but I feel like with the young comedians.
Why would you start? I don't smoke either. Why
Because
would you even say
and
I got
Kevin
a
doesn't
question?
smoke pot either, but I feel like with the younger comedians that are coming up, just from everything we've done, interviewing and everything, there's a lot of pot humor, tons of pot humor. Do you feel like that's
Yeah.
It's a category of comedy now, and I feel like I don't have a problem with it, but I have trouble relating to pot humor.
It's like drink humor, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
It's like when you get really wasted or something. I don't know that yet, but I.
See, this is where like I think drinking humor is great. Pot humor,
It's kind of
funny, but
it's
I
kinda
don't.
similar in a way. I mean,
I
it's
don't
like,
know pot.
It's
so.
like you have like 1-2 shots of tequila, and now you're a little bit buzzed. It's like 1-2
Not with
shots,
Nancy. It's like
3 or 4.
1-2 bottles of tequila
Yeah.
and now you're buzzed.
Yeah. See, that would be, I guess, drinking humor.
Yeah,
If I had a half a puff of pot or whatever the fuck it's called, I would be like
Yeah, but no,
hiding in a
I don't
bathroom,
know either.
crying.
How does that even work? It's like a.
just
still
like
a
you
puff.
don't know that 4 shots of tequila would put you on the ground. So it's definitely a different dynamic with, I would say that's the age difference thing.
Yeah.
The younger, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then at the same time, a lot of the older I get, the more I find out that old people smoke a lot of weed.
They talk about it less, though.
Well, yeah, because they don't brag.
jobs
They
and
don't want
stuff.
anybody to know, but they do. And the bit that I used to do when I first got back into it was that I look high all the time,
You do.
but I'm not. And so it was able to bring in the whole crowd. People that don't smoke is like, good, he doesn't smoke. People that do are like, holy shit, he totally does. And that worked, but it wasn't a bit that I like doing at all because it's just not in my nature. But, Ameer, You smoke weed all the time.
Not all the time.
Dude,
Like
I mean,
once-
your car couldn't even see you in it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sometimes I wish that was
What
actually true.
What do you feel? Because also on the show, I always talk about how comedy's changed in the aspect of everybody kind of gets along now. The comics get along with each other. It's a community where we all kind of accept one another
That's not
for the
true.
most part. You
Yeah.
don't think so?
No, I mean that's like some of it, but not all of it. There's a lot of bickering I've noticed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean like with some comics that
Don't
like,
name names.
No,
we don't have
I
to
mean I'm
call
not gonna
names,
name.
but-
I'm not gonna call people out.
Yeah.
But I mean there's some comics that don't like other comics for and stuff. They have their own. It's like groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's groups within the Phoenix comedy scene or Arizona comedy scene.
I don't feel that way.
I hope you're on the supportive side. I hope people are supporting you and not treating you
Honestly,
on the bickering side.
I don't know yet. Like I've been, like I said, he said 2 months. Like not much. I don't know. I've supported other comics, which is, I mean, they should be. If you think you support one comic, they would support you in the future.
Yeah.
I mean that would be cool. Cool.
That's weird because I feel like everybody does support each other.
Not all, man. Like I mean, if I guess you don't go outside and to open mics besides the ones that you go to, but if you notice, you slowly notice
Yeah.
like which ones go to which ones, and
But Kevin's
stay
always
away.
like promoting other people. Kevin's like,
he's great.
he is.
Kevin
like,
is a
I
nice
don't want to
guy.
say nice
Stop,
things
dude,
about you
stop.
because I
I'm
don't
not.
like you. Just kidding. He's my only friend, actually. But I will say he's so supportive of other comics, and we do this show, and even before we started, when we first started, and before we started having guests, he'd be shouting out someone's show, go see this guy, he's great. Go see this guy's show, he's great. And if he wasn't saying that, he was telling, listen to this guy's podcast, and I'm thinking, no, Kevin, only tell him to listen to our podcast. But he's not like that. So
Yeah, no.
maybe you're seeing it through your own amazing rose-colored
Stop.
lenses.
I'm an
Just kidding, he
I'm an
sucks.
asshole. I am an asshole. I'm not a nice guy. Nobody's friends with me. But
I hate this
when
guy.
I first started in stand up, it was so cliquey. People hated each other. And it was very difficult to go to one club, feel comfortable to even do a set. You only stayed at the one club you continued to do because everybody got along there. If you went from the Laugh Factory where I was and then went to the Comedy Store, everybody was like, dude, he's a Laugh Factory guy. Fuck this guy. Don't give him time. So what's the point of even going over there, right?
It's terrible.
So you just stayed at your one club. Now, again, because I've been to LA, I feel like it's different. Here, I feel like everybody gets along, but I don't know.
Here for the most part, yeah. But I mean, there's still cliques.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Am I part of one that I don't know about?
you might be.
You
I
might
don't
be in
know.
the in crowd,
Oh,
and you don't
shit.
know about it.
I don't know. But because of that, because of the way I started and saw how it was, I don't want that to be, because that's not what this is about.
Yeah, no, it's totally. It's about comedy. It's about what you love what you do. It's
Yes.
not about making friends. Oh, I mean, it's about making friends, but I mean,
It's the best fraternity in the world, because nobody else understands what we do unless you do it.
yeah, it's true.
And not just, hey, I did it one time, I totally get it. No, you don't. Go a lot.
Bomb
Right?
hard.
Yeah, eat
good
shit
lit.
and keep working. I understand what bombing means. It doesn't mean you suck. It means that particular night your game was off, and learn from your mistakes.
Actually, that's an interesting saying you said when you go up there and you eat shit. We had a conversation with another comic where he said he went up there a night before and he said he ate a bag of dicks or some shit, and then this other comic got really offended. He's like, "Why do you have to eat a dick? I mean, why can't you eat shit?" And then we had this whole conversation about dicks and shit. So he's like,
Which
"Well,
would you rather eat?"
He started asking other comics, like, "Would you rather eat a dick or eat shit when you go up there?" And he's like, "I don't know. Is it cooked? Is it like grilled,
Cooked dick,
fried?"
cooked shit.
It's like, what about the shit? Is it like in a sausage wrap? Like, what are we talking about here?
What's that show? Weird Foods or whatever. That guy who like always hits the streets of Bangkok, and he always has like shit on a kebab or like bugs.
Oh, the bald-headed dude?
Yeah, weird foods or something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's like forced to eat all that weird stuff.
I hope he gets paid heavily.
Probably. I mean, it's like Fear Factor, but every day.
Yes,
Fear Factor.
yes, that's exactly what it is.
My son loves Fear
I
Factor.
love that show. He has to eat the kind of crap Fear Factor, and then he has to pretend he likes it.
He's like,
delicious,
delicious.
earthy, crunchy, gamey. Like, it's so terrible.
So earthy and down.
Fear Factor, yes.
Dude, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
My cousin, when I went back home,
That's it, just stop there.
when I went back home, my cousin tried to make me eat goat brain or
Goat
sheep brain.
brain?
Apparently, it's delicious. I like smelled it. I was like, no.
What the hell? When you showed up, was it just brain on the table?
No. It was cooked and stuff.
But did it look like a brain?
crispy chicken?
It didn't look like a brain. It looked just like this, like crab meat.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looked like
well,
crab
if it's
meat.
shredded brain. I might be able to
Yeah, look,
take
it
it down.
doesn't look like. And I taste it. I'm like, it's okay. He's like, yeah, it's freaking sheep brain. I'm like, oh,
Cooked right.
no wonder I don't like it.
Yeah.
Did you taste it?
Yeah, a little
Did you
bit.
feel
And was it all right?
smarter
Yeah.
afterwards?
Dip it in anything?
Yeah, they had their own sauce
The
on
sweet
it.
and sour.
No, it's sour.
No, it was actually
No,
goat
just-
piss. That was the dip.
The goat piss
Mixed with
actually
syrup.
tastes like chicken, so it all just worked
Yeah, they
out.
said it was this butter, melted butter, but it
like
was
Papa
urine.
John's
And-
urine butter.
Oh god.
Gross. Kev, what's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
the grossest thing
Like
I've ever
if you say
eaten.
it was at my house, I'll punch you
Nah,
straight
this
in the
girl
face.
Charlene.
He ate this girl.
No.
It was a fishy.
It had this weird smell. It was expired.
Well, she was 19. She
No,
expired.
she was dead. And I was like, oh, this is my... What? Did I say... Sorry, I went
You
with a
said
too
it.
young of a name. Esther. So,
This is his grandma.
the grossest thing I've ever eaten, I don't know. I don't eat a lot of gross things, I think. I've eaten duck, which when I was a kid,
Kind of gamey, greasy.
very
I've never had
gamey.
duck.
You had to chew
Very
that thing for like a
greasy.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Each bite, it was like
Burning
gum.
calories as you're eating it type
Ah,
of food.
dude,
yeah.
it was unbearable. Here's the shitty thing. It was a white family, and they adopted 2 Asian twins, boys, in our neighborhood, the one that we lived in, Nance.
Oh,
They lived
okay.
closer to you than me, but I was friends with them.
Sounds familiar.
They only lived there for like a year or two, but somehow I became friends with them. And we were riding our bikes, and like we ended up at their house, and the mom was like, "Oh, you want to stay for dinner?" And I was like, "I mean, I guess. I don't know. My mom's a really good cook, but I'm here." And so she's like, "All right, sit down." And she cooked duck.
Turducken.
Like, you're gonna ask a little kid to come over and make duck, and I was raised right. I'm a polite kid. So, like, I got to eat this whole fucking thing that she put in front of me, and the first bite I took, it literally took forever. Forever. To the point where I think my parents called the police and asked where I was. We have a missing child. He's been gone for 18 hours. Oh, now I'm just finishing the duck that this lady fucking fed me. So I think that's the weirdest thing. I've eaten alligator and stuff in Louisiana, but it's normal there.
Because they fry it and put it on the stick and put
Yeah.
ketchup and shit on it.
Yeah.
Whenever anything is
Yeah.
fried, it's delicious.
Yeah.
It is delicious. Calamari is
You know
great.
what? I ate fried cauliflower the other day. It
Oh,
was so good.
weird.
I don't eat chicken, so I was like, "Ooh, I'm craving something that tastes like things that are chickens cooked in, like
And you
sauce."
picked cauliflower?
Cauliflower
Why
with
not
buffalo
bro-
sauce.
I hate
It was so
cauliflower.
good.
Yeah.
I know it's weird. Like they're the broccoli and cauliflower. They're the same thing, but
They taste
Dude,
nothing
Nancy
the
made
same.
the best asparagus on Sunday. Last Sunday.
Let's
Oh
talk-
my god,
Let's
dude.
talk about Sunday. I made a lot of good things.
Sugar dipped asparagus.
I'm a good cook, it turns out.
My god, I
can't
love the
bake.
smell of my urine that day.
It's like a sweet asparagus zing to his piss. It's disgusting. So did you have fun at the birthday party?
I did.
threw?
Okay, so it was Nancy's husband's birthday, who we've talked about on the show.
Happy birthday, Billy.
He's a fucking badass. Like, he's Rambo without the red thing that goes over your head. Like,
Yeah, his is blue.
I'm petrified of him, and I know him, and he's a nice guy.
He likes
and I'm
you.
still fucking scared to
hello,
death of this
Kevin.
guy.
How are you?
Yeah, you
Welcome,
cooked Kevin's
welcome. I
dinner
don't know
for
why the
him.
fuck he sounds Arab in my.
We had a fish cookout at my house, and Kevin doesn't eat fish, so Billy cooked him his
Oh,
burgers
they were the best.
because he
Oh,
cares
really?
for
Oh
Kevin.
my god, dude, these cheeseburgers. I brought the burgers and the buns, which is typical. And Nancy's like, "You want cheese on that?" And I'm like, "Pfft, don't even ask, bro. Cheese for show." That rhymed because I'm a poet.
That's right.
And he put it on the grill. He put the buns on the grill. Somebody's yelling at him like, "Hey, those burgers are like, cook too well or cook too much. You gotta get them off. He's like, let it chill, man. And even I was a little nervous.
But we
Like,
have this outside grill, and it's like a wood-burning oven thing. So he got an axe for his birthday. So he was outside chopping wood with an axe just to cook Kevin's
Yeah, that's
burgers.
how awesome. He got an axe for his birthday and loved it. That's how awesome this guy is. He's a man.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Are we not men then?
Man, I'm not.
Degrees. He's chopping wood in 110 degrees with an axe so he can cook Kevin's
Welcoming
burgers.
everyone into the house from the backyard. Come back here. See me chop wood. Hey, you need help? Fuck
Honey,
no, I
I'm
don't.
home.
Yeah, you go sit on the couch while I chop wood. I'm a lumberjack.
He was chopping wood.
Yeah.
But I think it helped the burger
Then
be
for his
amazing.
birthday, for like instead of pin the tail on the donkey, he did like Russian roulette, where you just spin the six shooter.
It's a good birthday. I didn't
Yo,
die
you
this
wanna-
time.
It's
You want
a
to be a
good
man,
birthday.
motherfucker? Put this in your mouth.
But he was wrestling with his dad in the kitchen because that's what you do for fun, I guess. Like they just like smack each other around. They think it's great. And his dad lost his footing and he fell through our fucking kitchen window. So I have like a gaping hole in my kitchen. And the Phoenix flood of 2014 is supposed to come in 8 hours. So he takes the window out of the hinge.
Hands, no gloves. He brought gloves for somebody else because there's this guy helping. He's like, here, you need these gloves. I'm going to go teeth. You can wear the gloves.
So he takes the thing to the hardware store. They put a new piece of glass in, and he gets it back in the window before the flood. It was a fucking thing of beauty. It was amazing.
The guy's incredible.
He's incredible.
They have a
Happy
bale
birthday,
of hay
Billy.
in their backyard. No horse, no cow, nothing. He chews on it.
For fun.
He doesn't brush his teeth. He chews on it.
But it was
What's
fun.
going on, guys?
I don't drink liquor. I think it's fucking disgusting. I'm a beer drinker. I
Yeah.
need to stop drinking as much as I do. I'm trying the best I can. Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I'll be sober eventually.
Sometimes.
So I know it kills my dad because they're so conservative. They hate the fact that I. Anyways, so Billy, her husband, comes out of the kitchen with a bottle of whiskey.
Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson whiskey.
I like how she said that. She's like, oh, it's Jameson.
Yeah, nah, she's married to him for a
Irish.
reason.
I'm Irish.
And he's like, we're doing, what did he call it?
Birthday shots.
No, he didn't call it that.
Birthday
Like a,
swigs or slams.
Like a pass around.
Birthday pass around.
Yeah,
that's what he
birthday
said.
pass around. So he starts on the other side of the room. Now I'm sitting by Billy's sister and her husband. And
Yeah.
they're both like, we're not drinking. Like,
Yeah.
we have to do shit today. We're not drinking that at all. And I was like, good. I'm on the same boat as you. I'll run errands with you all day. Get me out of this drinking thing. Billy's dumping it in people's mouth, like frat boy picking on people, right? And he finally gets to me. He's like, "Here you go," because I drink, but he doesn't know I don't drink liquor. So I'm like, "Dude, I can't drink. I'll throw up all over the place." And he's like, "Drink it." Eyes on eyes, like I couldn't even look at him for very long. I was just please don't look at me. And I was like, I can't. I gotta drive. I'll throw up.
He lives
I can't
right
drink
next to
liquor.
me.
Yeah, I could walk.
He won't, but he
Yeah,
could.
no, I crawled home after this. So he literally was in my face, and I'm so scared of him.
She's like, drink it.
Yeah, he's like, drink it. So he's like, all right. He goes, and I grabbed it. He goes, just take a sip. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna let it touch my lips and fucking throw up all in this bottle. So I did. I didn't throw up, but it touched my lips. I pulled the bottle away and gave it to him. He goes, you fucking pussy bitch. I was like, dude, leave me alone, man. You said I could. He goes, yeah, you're really going to do that? Do it again. I'm like, please stop.
Did he
Please
really
stop.
make you
no,
do it
no,
again?
because then he was like, your sister was like, just please stop. Please leave him alone. I was like, thank you so much. You're saving my life right now.
I think my mom
They
took
didn't
your
drink
shot.
it, though. Then he beat the shit out of her husband because he wouldn't drink it.
My mom took Kevin's shot, just so it didn't go wasted.
Oh, wow.
She's a man.
Oh, petrifying.
She's a man.
Yeah,
she's not.
more manly
She's
than me.
a tiny little pixie mom.
More
she's
manly
like a
than
really
me.
high voice, and she's tiny.
Yeah, I hate liquor, too. I honestly tried
It's gross.
It's just, it tastes like...
Nancy likes tequila.
I like it.
Like, loves it. You would drink
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
sip
like,
it.
I don't know. Every time I smell like hard liquor, it smells like freaking permanent marker.
Permanent marker. It
I don't
smells like
like
rubbing
markers.
alcohol.
Tequila's like a fruit.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I just hate liquor.
It burns and
yeah.
it tastes like shit.
I like it.
It tastes like permanent marker.
Oh,
I hate beer.
I don't know how
beer's gross.
permanent marker tastes
Do you
like.
like
but
beer?
No, not really.
You love beer.
I
Well,
love beer.
I don't.
Not
Bitter
dark.
beer. Bitter beer just sucks for me.
Yeah, dark beer's gross. It's too much fun.
I like dark beer.
You know what's a good drink? An Irish car bomb.
What's in
What's that?
It's Guinness, freaking Irish Bailey's cream, I think, and some other thing.
You know what's really good? A flaming Dr. Pepper.
Never
Now,
had it.
I don't know
Light
what's
that on
in it.
fire.
Yes.
Then it's got 151 in it.
Listen, in high school, Mom and Dad, if you're listening, I spent the night at this party. So I didn't drive.
Whoa, no
I didn't
way.
drive. Actually, I didn't even really drink at this one, but
He actually made really good friends with a taxi driver. He buy him liquor and drive him home.
listen, in high
what he did
school,
with his
senior year of
allowance.
high school, we would always go to my friend Jeff's house. His mom, every weekend, would let us throw a party at the house. She was there half the time. She wasn't there the other half the time, but just didn't give a shit. She said, if you guys are going to drink here, but everyone stays the night. And that's great. They had a huge house. Everyone had their own bedroom or the couch.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I want to be friends with Jeff.
Dude,
Get
it was
Jeff
incredible.
on the show.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
We're going to have a sleepover for our next podcast at Jeff's house.
So there's one night,
Seriously.
a friend of
Yeah.
ours figured out how to make flaming Dr. Pepper. Now, everybody, this is before
The
internet
internet?
worked, before the internet worked really well. I think it had just AOL had just started.
A lot of dial-up going
Yeah.
on.
So you
Lot of
couldn't just look up. Yeah, Google wasn't around. It was just chat rooms.
How did we do anything?
Without Google?
Yeah,
we had
Google
to, like,
wasn't
dial
around.
up the internet. And, like,
Literally,
beg.
all you had was America Online with chat rooms and like a couple news stories.
And
that was
not
it.
everyone had. There was no
Never paid for AOL.
internet
Dial-up,
until
dude.
I was in
Never paid for
college.
AOL. I always got those free fucking CDs.
Yeah, yeah.
Got like 1,600 minutes or 3,000 minutes.
Dude,
Just got new ones.
I would come home and I'd be like, dude, I'm going to see who's on the chat rooms. But it'd be late at night and the dial up would wake everyone in my house up.
You've got mail.
Kevin's looking at porn again.
No.
It'll take him a while,
Online
though.
porn wasn't on then. But
Tragedy.
Yeah.
so listen,
97 was like the
friend of
first
mine-
Pizza Hut.
Let me finish the story real quick, and then we can go on to other shit. Flaming Dr. Pepper. My friend figured out how to make it. Bought all the ingredients. How? I don't know. We
You
were
went to the
18 years
library.
old, but figured out how to make them. Brought a video camera to the party and was like, "We're going to videotape everybody doing Flaming Dr. Pepper." That's how cool we were. And everybody
That's your
lined up.
vine.
There was like 50 people at the party lined up to do them. And whatever it is it's the drink in this big cup, and you drop a shot into the glass,
151.
light it on fire or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you drink the whole thing down. It
I
tastes
drink
exactly
fire.
like Dr.
And you
Pepper.
blow it.
It tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
That's weird.
And we
That's
videotaped everyone doing it. And this is going to sound stupid because you weren't there, but it was fun to watch the video
I'm
afterwards.
sad I wasn't there.
the
I didn't
next
get
day,
invited.
because everybody did it. And this one dude, Dan, who shit all over my friend's house, when he did it, he put his face too close to the glass when he dropped the shot, and it just splashed all in his face. Lit the shit on fire. The flame goes up over his face. Fucking idiot, dude. I love that guy. He should be
He's like, we're still
he
best
should
friends.
be a stunt double. Lights his face on fire, shits in
Yeah.
people's houses. I mean, the kid's incredible.
He's got just natural talent.
Throws up
natural
outside.
abilities.
He threw up outside of Jeff's house in the front yard, but like, I mean, a mean throw up of like, throw up to where the neighbors called the
Polar
cops.
bears are-
Dude, it was dope.
There.
So, Amir, do you have any crazy high school stories to go along? You didn't
Man, why
drink.
the hell did you even ask that? That should have been an obvious answer. 21, never drank, never.
So no,
But
No.
there's not like a reason you don't
Where
drink.
did you grow
like,
up?
A lot of people are like,
Here.
you did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Let me get to this then. Amir, my man, is engaged.
congratulations.
Shut up.
Don't say it like that.
I'm just kidding.
My
I'm
man's
just kidding.
engaged. 25 years old, engaged. That's cool. I was married. I was married at that 26.
It's
I was
a,
married.
it's a weird one.
Um,
Yeah.
But your fiance lives in Texas.
Yeah, she was here for 3 years. And
You
then
met
she-
her out here?
Yeah, I met her
Phoenix?
here. It's
Okay.
not like I met her over there. No.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I'm letting you know. No, we met here, and then she got into graduate school, and then she's over there. She has another year, and then she comes back.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you met here. How long were you dating before you proposed?
3 years?
That's the right time.
3.5.
You lived together before?
Yeah.
All right. You have to, dude.
Yeah. No, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say you have to, but that
No,
helps.
you have to. I mean, you find some weird shit about somebody, and then you're like, I don't want to live with them for the rest of my life. Better not marry them.
What is it? How long has she been over there? Over there, like it's another country.
I know, right?
It's Texas. It is another
A
country.
year and 2 months.
And how's that been, man?
It is rough.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is rough not getting laid. I love her. She's face palming and everything. She's like, children, please.
Hold on, explain to me. I have to pee it so bad. Can we pause real quick so I can pee?
I suppose.
Yeah, because then it'll just be like, hey, we're back, but nobody even knows. And we're back, everybody. I hope you took a long break during that intermission that lasted a half a second. All right, so before I went urination into a toilet, created it,
Cup.
we were talking about, I mean, I don't know why I'm even recapping. People are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It stopped and we're going. All right. So, her living there, it's been difficult.
Yeah.
Strain on the relationship?
A little bit, but I mean, it also grows together. You kind of grow with the person. I mean, if they last with you as long as it has been going, I mean, it should work, right?
Yeah. Dude, if you guys make it through this, I mean, that's 2+ years, right?
Yeah, and it's 2
By
years.
the time she's done?
2 years, and then we'll be at, what, almost 6 years together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make it through that, you got it. When do you plan on getting married?
Next April.
Oh, shit. This coming April or the one after?
This April.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Uh-oh.
That's
Where are
when-
you guys going to get married? Here or Texas?
Here, there's a place that we booked in Florence, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really nice place.
Yeah. So it's right by the prison.
Yeah.
So let's,
It is the prison.
it is, yeah, it is.
In the mess hall.
Really nice place. It's free.
Inside.
Mess hall.
There's a chapel.
She's not
and-
really in. She's not really in Texas. She's actually in the prison.
The penitentiary.
All right. We just
All
really
her
just been writing
bridesmaids
letters to each
Are
other.
the cast from Orange is the
Yeah.
New Black.
Say that, son of a bitch.
Ray Rice is gonna be my best man.
He is the best man.
Yeah. All right. Do you talk every day?
Yeah.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
Skype, the whole
Skype,
nine?
yeah, the whole nine.
Every day? With the Skype? But you at least talk,
usually,
text,
yeah, try.
everything.
Yeah.
With technology, it's got to make it a lot easier than it
Yeah.
was back. Like Nancy's been married and divorced just like me. She's remarried. The first time she got married, she was like 13.
Yeah.
So that we didn't have technology
Before
like
letters.
that back then.
Before
yeah.
you could write letters.
Yeah.
Before mail and stuff.
Before
Yeah.
pen pal.
Dude, she had this pigeon. She used to send letters on, then it
Yep.
died, and there you go. There goes the
Well,
marriage.
the first was the message in the bottle. I throw it into the ocean. Hope for a lucky pirate.
She taught a parrot how to speak. Send it to him.
And then I married that pirate. But I had sex with the parrot. You got nothing.
It just went dead silent.
Wait,
Like,
for a second, I
I
was
think
like-
both of us were anatomy like,
You're like, how does that even? I mean, like,
that's a big parrot dick.
It's a
when
dirty bird.
Yeah. Plus, he knows how to use his tongue.
So, shit, man, was she out here? Has she seen you do stand-up?
No,
Why did my voice get so...
I don't know.
So
She's
exciting.
never seen you.
No.
Have you sent her any of the recordings?
Yeah, she saw one of the Facebook recordings. That
What did she think, man?
She hates me when I
What?
do comedy. She hates when I do.
You
comedy.
don't talk
She doesn't-
about her at
she-
all, though.
A couple times.
You have?
Yeah,
I
a
haven't
couple
heard
times.
it, so I don't know.
No. She actually thinks I am the least bit funny.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Does she think you're funny in regular life?
Sometimes.
But she doesn't
calls
like
me
it.
predictable. She's like,
Because
oh,
she knows you better than anybody else.
I know, but she's like, I'll say something, and then she'll be like, "This is what you're gonna say." I'm like, No. Like I have to pretend that's not what I was gonna say.
She knows you better than everybody else, so she'll be your toughest critic, I bet. But
Yeah.
man, is she behind you in the fact that at least you're doing it and she likes that you're doing what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for like she supported me, she's like, "Just do it, just get out of the way."
Yeah.
And now that I've been doing it for just 2 months, she's like, "Ugh, why did I tell you to do that?"
She probably likes it because it gives you something to do while she's gone,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You miss her?
Of course, man.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. If you lost your kid for like a year and a
Don't
half,
talk like that.
I'm
you
just
motherfucker.
saying. I'm just saying. If he was in another
dare you.
state,
Oh, I hate you right
another
now.
state,
Don't talk
with
like
your
that.
ex-wife.
Oh, I'd lose my fucking mind.
Exactly.
No, but it's different. Hey, it's Nancy.
It's different.
It's different. I know. It's
Kids
not
and
love.
spouses different.
Okay, pretend your
It's a different
ex-wife
love.
was with you for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If she was with me,
with you right now.
oh, we were together for another year and a half. I'd be awful. Yeah. We should just keep this a text message. Get the fuck out of here.
Everyone needs to move to Texas.
No, I've told a million times I'm blessed that her and I are like best friends. That was the problem in the marriage. I mean, we were just best friends. But it works out now because we have a child. We parent together.
It's good.
Dude, it's the best. It's, thank God, literally, a million times that it's been the way that it has. People are jealous of our divorce.
I'm jealous of your divorce.
Because of how easy it was. It's like, what, you didn't even go to court, you did nothing? No, we just signed the papers. We were good. We agreed on everything. It was a good deal.
That's an awesome divorce. Right
Yeah,
there.
man, it's incredible.
Everybody should get one.
Everybody should get what I have.
You should get
that.
married and then get a divorce
Just
and see
for that
how
reason.
good mine is.
It's like, you want to marry your best friend. Nah, no, you don't. I did. You want to marry somebody you want to fuck forever. You don't want to marry your best friend.
That's true. That's good advice. Marriage advice from Kevin Elliott.
There you go.
Everyone listen.
There you go. So April, get married, but then she's still got school left, so she'll go back out.
No, she'll be done.
Oh, well,
She'll be
then
done by
excuse
then.
me. Sorry, but
No, I'm just saying she'll be done by then.
and then she's back in Arizona.
No, I'm applying for graduate school. So.
What?
Yes,
Look at
I'm-
you.
Wait, one more
You
comment.
won't get in, dude.
Will you be nervous that if she sees you do comedy, will that make you nervous?
No.
No.
You've been together long
You're
enough.
like unstoppable. Just
Not
saying
on start. Don't do that. Now I'm gonna
Well,
go on
nothing to
stage
you.
and then
I've
I'll
asked
go
you
up
all
and I'll
these
bomb horribly
questions.
for another month and a half.
Well, I don't want to shake your confidence, but I mean, your confidence is unshakable.
I guess. I'll
No,
take that as a compliment.
That is a compliment. You should take it that way.
For sure.
Sure.
What, I want us to talk more about this year thing because it bothers me.
It bothers you?
me. The goal thing doesn't bother me at all. I think that's great. 100% behind you, a million times. And I love doing shows with you, dude. And it's just the mics that I see you at. If we did other regular shows, man, I would love it. Because I like you as a person. We get along. We have a good time.
Yeah, me too, Kev.
But after a year, if you don't get that gig, I do not want you to stop.
Oh, I'm not. It's not. I doubt I'm going to stop. But I have to have that mentality in my head. I have to have a goal.
What happens? I don't know what kind of answer I'm going to get from you, but what happens if the year's up? When's the date for the year?
Shit.
June?
I don't.
He hasn't said it yet.
Well, it was
It's June, July, something like that. July, something.
What is September right now?
Yeah. So it was like early July.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep track for you.
I'm Jewish. I got you, bro. Except in the beginning of the podcast, I didn't know math at all, and you did. So we'll trade spaces. After the year is up, and you don't reach your goal, what happens? What do you do? I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be realistic.
That's when I rethink my priorities. And
Meaning what?
Well, I like right now when I do a lot of comedy, like sometimes I could hang out with my friends or I could be working or doing something else. I spend that time actually doing comedy, and if that year goes up and I'm like nowhere with it, I might as well prioritize other things before comedy. You know, I'm not going to quit comedy.
It hurts my heart when you say
I
that.
know, but that's realistic. I have to be realistic because I'm always optimistic about
That's
stuff.
not realistic.
I know. Well, I mean, you're like about to Hulk smash right now. You're like Hulk smash. No, it's not realism. Get out of here, you optimistic fool.
Because
I don't
listen,
know when Hulk got educated and you smashed through the thing. Got a degree in English.
Nancy, from a third person, all right, outside view, what do you think of that?
I think it's kind of a limiting state of mind. And also the fact that you've gotten as far as you have is good already. So that's to say that you're already you're already somewhere that you've gotten this far. So I think that's great. And you need to think like that. That's how I feel. Like, you need to be proud of where you already are, not if I'm not somewhere, I failed. Because that's stupid.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
one's going to be famous.
It's not even about the fame.
A paid gig or whatever your goal is, like right out of the chute, because this isn't something you just walk into. Like, this is something people
Been doing it for years.
really
yeah.
try hard. And from my experience, I've hung with Kevin a lot. I've gone to these shows. We've done our live show. I see these same guys working these places, and it's a grind, and they're putting their hearts into it, and they're just giving it all they have, and they have to go to these just places and get as much mic time as they have. And I really think that that's a lot of effort, and I commend that because I think it's incredible. So to say, if I'm not something in a year, I'm done.
It's
'Cause
not.
that
It's not like
just
I'm saying.
doesn't seem like your heart's in it.
You're then all right. The way you describe it to me is after a year, you've put all this effort in, and now you're going to make it a hobby instead of a career.
Well, I never initially ever thought about making this into a career.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah, no, I just like making people laugh.
Okay. All right.
Like it's a euphoric kind of thing when you hear somebody laugh at something that you worked on.
You chase it, man.
Yeah, it's not even about the money. It's not about that. It's just like, if I can do it for a living, that would be awesome. Like,
It's the best life ever.
exactly? You make people laugh. People come see you. You get paid for it. I mean, that's amazing. But I mean, if it's not gonna be a realistic thing in the future, why put more time into it?
Because you love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I do, but then it's not an obligation anymore. You know, it's more of a I could set time for it and then go do something, make people laugh here and there, but it's not like I have to go do it. You know
Okay,
what I
take
mean?
this outside look of it then. Outsider.
All right.
Right now, you're in it. You're going to mics. You're doing the work. You're putting the time in. You're on the grind. All right. Years up. Now it's a hobby. Now you are saying, if I get the urge in a couple weeks, I'll go to a mic and.
I wouldn't
do
say
time.
that. I would probably do, like, I've set a plan to it. It's like if I do that whole year and nothing like comes out of it, I'd probably like do 2-3 days a week instead of like more as like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not. I'm not going to
Glad
come.
we're having this talk.
He's
because-
got to keep the lights on, Kev.
Yeah, exactly. Because even if I make it into a hobby, I can't be rusty. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like going to be once every couple months. It's like maybe like what two times a week, maybe once a week, something like that.
All right. I'm good with that. And again, not that I'm the fucking.
He's like, motherfucker, you staying in this shit.
No.
You're funny, sort of. Like, I laugh sometimes.
I just don't want to see you bow out. So the fact that you're saying, I'll still go 2-3 times a week or once a week, I'm not just going to quit cold turkey or make it into this hobby thing, is good. Because I'm a fan of yours. And I'm not just a fan of the comedy, I'm a fan of you as a dude. Like, I actually like you as a guy, as a friend. So I don't want to see that part of, like, this is how you and I met, doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Being at the clubs, doing stand-up, hitting the grind. And I commend anybody that does that shit because I know what it's like, man. It's a fucking rough life. When you're trying to get through this thing, it's a constant grind. You're working. And it's harder work than people think of. We get 3 to 5 minutes at a place that we wait at for an hour or two to work. All right?
For free.
Right.
Forget the free thing.
Yeah, usually it probably costs you after
Yeah.
people's bar tabs.
But forget even that at all. Where else and what other job do you get a span of 3 minutes to 5 minutes to do your job to get better at it? That's your time. So you have to put that time in and grind and write. You don't get paid. You have to do it because you love it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's why
You can't just be like, I'm doing this because I guess I'm good at it. And my friends say I'm funny. You got to do it because you fucking love it.
Yeah.
And buy into it and just work your ass off. It's the only way you get better in this. And in 2.5 months, man, from seeing you that first time to now, you've grown incredibly. You know how to tell a joke now,
Well, I have a time limit.
right? But you know how to tell a joke. You're getting much better at telling stories, which is a harder thing than just to tell a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Your writing's getting better. Like, I can see all these things, man, and it's shitty. It's weird for me to say, but I don't want you to stop. So fuck the year plan, man.
But it makes me think about jokes in a different light, you know. I mean, it's not, I'm not going to waste my time anymore.
Here's a question. Ever since you started doing stand-up, do you look at life differently?
Yeah, definitely. I've always looked at life in a different perspective.
Okay, but differently from the way you even looked at it before.
In what aspect? I mean,
So the way I look at everything is, how can I make this funny? Everything.
No, I don't go, oh, how can I make this into a joke kind of thing. No.
I'm not saying that. How can I make it into a joke? But I look at just different things that happen to me in a terrible situation, and I'll be pissed off as fuck. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, how can this turn around to be funny? I'm going to work on it. And that's the way I look at things now. Like, I don't know, in a comedic way. I think that my mind is trained to almost work in a different way than anybody else would that's not a comedian, which is stupid to say.
No, I know what you're talking about. I've had that before I did stand-up comedy, but now it's kind of weird. I used to be really lazy about doing things. Like, I'm serious, like, completely, I'll, like, take weeks on something. Now, because of comedy, because I put so much time and grind into it, like, I just get shit done. Just get it out of the way so I can think about other stuff. It is a weird perspective, I guess. Different people, different...
What's your writing process?
A lot of it just comes from actual real life. Like, I'll do, like, because of the whole 9/11 thing, I've pretty much, like,
because of that whole 9/11 thing.
That little
he just
thing.
glosses
That little
over
thing.
this fucking terrorist because of that whole 9/11 thing.
Well, it brought it, like, it made it, like, if it wasn't for that, I would have never gotten so much shit from people for being Arabic. Never would have made me think of comebacks to these people that, like, come up with, like, stupid bomb jokes. Oh, hey, you know Osama bin Laden? Oh, he's your uncle? Cool, that's funny. Ha, 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 ha. Never fucking... And I had to, like, be creative with, like, retorts and stuff. And I was like, how do I, like, diss this Hispanic that has, like, white heritage? And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Pocahontas was your mama. I wasn't any... Or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It's just some weird shit, like, you come up with last minute.
All else fails, your mama joke.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, when you're
every time.
And never forget.
Because they always get mad. They're like,
Porsche
don't be
911.
talking about my mama. It's that 9/11 thing. It's whatever.
It's just like that little thing.
One time, that thing with those two terrorists. And
Oh my God, what's so crazy is my kids go to school and they learn about this now. And
That
they
is
come
crazy,
home
yeah.
and they come home and they're like, Mom, did you hear about this thing that happened? I'm like, yeah. Really?
Yeah,
Tell me
that is
more.
weird.
And they come home with papers about it. Like, what do you think? You know, all these interpretations for them. And I'm thinking, wow, I remember exactly what I was doing, exactly where I was
Yeah.
standing
So
when I got
that's
this
like-
news. This call, turn your TV on right
That's
now.
like our parents' JFK thing,
Totally.
right?
My mom told me she was at school. She remembers the
Yeah.
principal coming on the loudspeaker saying JFK was assassinated and whatever.
Crazy.
It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But my kids, you know, they also try.
What were you doing?
I was at my house. I was sleeping, and my mom calls me. And she's like, "Turn your TV on right now." So I did, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I get a call from my boss. You don't have to come to work today. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So it was crazy. I was in this rented house with green carpet. It's very weird. It's like a weird day.
She remembers that most of all.
See?
Green carpet.
The green carpet really
Carpet.
fucked up my whole day. Not really. Not really
What were
at
you
all.
doing, Kev?
But I had a phone at the time that was attached to the wall. I remember that, a kitchen phone.
Damn.
Like
yeah,
not a
that
cell,
was-
like
yeah,
a
yeah. No,
kitchen
Yeah.
phone, like that you turn.
that was a rotary. That
It
you
was
just,
a rotary, yeah. That old.
I
It was
was
an old house.
I was on my way to school, turned on the radio, and that they were just talking about it on the radio, so I just turned back around and went home and put it on the TV and just started watching. And the whole day I was like mesmerized. And I called the college and the office and was like, dude, our class is canceled. Like, this is a big fucking deal. And they're like, it depends on the teacher. So I asked about the class that I had coming up and classes. All of them were canceled except for this class. The teacher just wants to go on and do the class. We had a test that day. Mythology. Ugh. which is fucking anybody that's young listening to this, not in college yet, don't take mythology. It's fucking horrible. It's great stories, but you'll never remember any of the names that are in the stories. They're spelled too difficult. So I was like, well, this is bullshit, but I got to take the class. I got to take the test because I'm not doing great in the class. I'll just get a 0 for the test. So I show up to class. Everybody's there. And by the way, fucking classmates are assholes too. The teacher graded every test on a curve. So we're sitting outside because all the stuff is closed except we're waiting for the teacher to show up. Everybody's talking about, oh my God, the building's this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's a very sad thing. But if we all band together, we can all get a 0, and that's an A for the class. If it's graded on a curve, let's just get like 1 right. And then we all get an A. And nobody bought into that. I failed the test. But the teacher...
You bought into it.
I got
that was
1 right.
it.
The teacher said, look, I know what's going on, but we have class. You're taking the test. So people took the test, turned it in, and he goes, sit back down. I'm teaching a lesson after this. And at that point, everybody in the class just got up and left. We're like, fuck you, man. You're an asshole. You don't get what's going on. So then we went home.
I know, and I remember when I turned on the TV because the first plane hit, whatever, and then I watched the
Yeah, I
second
saw
one
the second
happen
one.
right
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TV. It was just like the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what to think.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was actually not.
You were
the
in
States.
one of the planes.
Yeah, I was.
He parachuted out.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, we're almost at the building.
Exit hatch.
I'm on MTV. Had my guitar while I was fucking rolling down. I'm just kidding. No, I was actually not in the States when this happened. We
Yeah,
went.
no shit.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah, you knew it was gonna happen. You had to
I was in
leave.
the middle of
ISIS
making this
here.
video sent to the Pentagon.
Tell your president we need the money. Fucking. No, I was visiting my family in Syria because we couldn't actually go back to Iraq because of political issues. And I just woke up. It was like we arrived 9/10/2001. Woke up the next day. Like I was the first one up. It was like 6 a.m. And I turned on the TV and they're like broadcasting the whole thing. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, hey, Dad, come here real quick. And then he sat down and he's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And like about an hour
Damn.
later or something like that, the second tower hit. I was like, oh, shit.
So they had this shit on in Syria.
Yeah.
Were people like cheering outside?
No, dude.
All right.
Well,
Just
here's
say.
the thing.
Just wondering.
Here, they're like, that's a whole different like thing. Like it's all political. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's not even about religion or anything. It's just all about politics.
No, this is getting too deep.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say two
not
things
comedy.
our show doesn't allow to be talked about. No religion, no politics. I know there's a third thing, but I don't know what it is. I know
break
it's
it out
not
with some
religion
titties.
or
Come on,
politics.
guys. Titties fixes
There
everything.
you go. There you go.
Well, we do have to wrap this up. We got to get going.
He's got a plane to fly.
Yeah, Ameer's got some plane to catch. I don't get it. I don't know.
Oh man.
We love you, Amir.
Why is racism so funny to white women, not the white guys? They always find it funnier.
Funny
Well,
to
because
everyone.
white women get fucked by black people.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And then they have
So
kids.
it's hilarious.
And then
white
Adrian
women.
Peterson beats them.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about that, but let's talk about it next week. Because I hope, not hope, but I'm assuming by next week there'll be more people in
There's
the
so
news.
many NFL players.
What the hell, NFL?
This is ridiculous, man.
Let me down.
The NFL jersey is the new wife beater.
It's like the new Judge Judy. Like, I really... That's funny, Kevin.
Judge Judy.
I really like football season, and I'm just like, it's turned into like The View is taking it over, and I'm so pissed because I love football season. But maybe next week we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Let's talk about it next week.
All right.
I'll learn about actual football, so we can
next-
talk about that too, not just the drama that's entailing football right now.
Next week we got Charles Angle in here. He's a buddy of Ameer's. Shit,
Funny
who's
guy.
after that?
He's a funny guy.
Jeremy
Say
Ditto,
funny guy.
Dave Mendelson, Jill Bryan.
my
We
best
got-
friend Dave.
Yeah, we got lots of people
He's my
coming
best
up.
friend.
If you don't know the people that I just said, get to know them because you're going to start seeing these people all over the place. So get to know them now before they blow up because all these people are funny as shit. And they're on the grind like everybody else with Eric Neese, MTV Grind.
are up.
Everybody again, September 30th, House of Comedy, 7:30. Come see me. I'll tell jokes and stories.
What?
I know. And Ameer, where can they follow you again?
Facebook, Ameer Thamer. Twitter, Air Sandman. I know I got to get
Air Sandman.
A year.
I'm gonna start following.
I got to get a better handle.
Better handle on life.
Yeah, that too.
All right, y'all.
Well, you got a year.
Thank you for listening. From Appropriately Inappropriate, we love you guys. Have a good week.
This has been another great presentation of the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You can catch more shows at foureyedradio.com.